Back to my channel. Let's get into some tarot. So I don't know what this one's going to turn out to be, but we're about to find out. So this could be a twin flame reading. It could be a soulmate at this point. It could be a karmic. I don't know. We're just going to go ahead and just play it by ear and see what cards pop out. Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me. Use the tarot cards to tell the truthful and honest story that needs to be told to the person who needs to see it the most. Let us know what's going on. We have the Strength card, probably dealing with a Leo. Hi, Moo. All right, so a Leo energy, Major Arcana, Capricorn energy, Devil, Ten of Swords. Good afternoon, Stephen and Peaches. We have the World and the 10 of Pentacles. So look at that. We've already got a 10-10 here. Bottom of the deck is Judgment. I feel confident that's good for pulling out the tarot. So whoever I'm dealing with, and could be strong Leo, Capricorn energy. Capricorn's actually very strong here. This person is feeling like they just gave something up. Just recently, within the past 10 days. That this person felt completely defeated, like there was nothing else they could do. They tried to hang on. They held on as long as they could. You know, I gave it my best shot, but it just wasn't coming together. Now, the good news is, as soon as that toxic relationship is over, there's a new one with the World. So we have some kind of completion that we're going to get rid of this, and then you're going to go ahead and come into a 10 of Pentacles, which is a beautiful marriage or living with somebody that actually does what they say they're going to do. Someone that's actually going to show up and do the work and be there for you and be supportive in this connection. We also have someone that has a lot to offer on the table. This person has money, or at least they have assets, or they, you know, they come to the table with a lot, a heck of a lot more than the other person, because I feel like this other person just had a big mouth and a big talk, but nothing really to show for it. Hi, Nick. And Stephen Butler, good to see you. Andrea, hello. Markers, hi, hun. Doja Cell, good to see you. So yeah, so let's see what's going to happen now, because someone's about to end their toxic connection. Ooh, we have genuine love is on the menu coming up. All right, real love. We have the talk. Okay. Somebody's like, we need to talk about this. I feel like this other person's been maybe doing the work, waiting for this person to get their stuff together. It's like, well, I knew you were going to give up on that toxic person eventually. So I've just been busy working on myself. This person wants to go with the flow. This person has a lot of chemistry with you. Someone here could be a smoker. I did see a cigarette here a second ago. All right, let's see. One more. One more, Spirit. Okay. Dreams. Aw. Forever love. So this is what somebody's been dreaming about, getting back with this partner or being with this partner. I don't know if you guys are exes or you've just known each other for a long time and they've just been watching. But this person's been around for a while. 10 of Pentacles is like 10 years. So this person could have been around your energy for about 10 years. This person is attractive. They drive a nice vehicle. And they have a nice home. This person may already have children as well. But they want to talk seriously with you, and this could be reversed, but they want to talk seriously about marriage and a home and a life together, what that would look like. So they actually want to get a good picture. I mean, this could be someone from the past, though, because we do have judgment, all right, which is a final decision. It's definitely a finality. And it's like, the past comes back, you know? I also feel like problems from the past got brought up again, which is what led that situation to fall apart. A very painful death of a karmic relationship with the devil. And someone here had to be really strong to get over it, because they were heavily attached and heavily addicted to this karmic connection. I really want to say what happened there was betrayal. To be honest, somebody got caught lying, to be real honest about it. And that's kind of what blew the whole thing up. It was kind of like, oh, you've been lying all along? You didn't tell me the truth about yourself? Wow. I've been addicted to you, caught up with you, dedicated to you. I wouldn't leave for nothing. But now that I found out that you're just a fake and a fraud, I need to get out, because someone here definitely broke some promises. Somebody promised something important and they didn't keep their word. And that was the betrayal that broke the camel's back. You know, and so this person's like, I'm going to have to be strong now and pull away from this karmic relationship. I don't care how much you want to, how do you say, like, when you hold the carrot in front of the horse, you know what I mean? Their temptation. This person's like, I don't care how much you want to tempt me back into this. You can hold your little pentacle, your wand. Heck, you can hold your sword and your cup. But none of that's going to work, and none of that's going to keep me tied to you anymore. You know, the only card, actually, guys, and you know this tarot story if you guys know. Maybe you don't know, maybe I'll just tell you, but the only card that can defeat the devil is strength. And that's what's happened. Finally, someone got the gumption, the courage, and the strength to defeat their karmic connection, their devil, their addictions, their codependencies, their issues. Somebody was like defeated, okay? And a lot of what happened, I think, in that karmic connection was broken promises. Somebody promised, you know, the 10 of Pentacles. I promised marriage. I promised children. I promise loyalty and fidelity. And I promise you that I'm going to give you and, you know, support with all these things. You're going to be so happy with me. We're going to be in a great relationship, you know, for the rest of our lives. Watch, I promise you're just going to be so happy that you chose me, that you're with me. I'm going to make you feel wonderful. And so someone's like, that sounds great. That sounds really great. And I'm going to stick around for that. And I'm going to hold you to your word. I want to know, you know, that you are going to definitely be here for me. I'm very glad that you promised that. It sounds wonderful. And of course, I'll be dedicated to you if that's the deal. If the deal is marriage, family, happiness, support, and security. Who wouldn't sign up for that deal, right? But that deal was broken. And somebody's like, you lied to me. Not only possibly did you lie to me, but you lied to my family. You lied to my children. You lied about my family. You lied about my children. How dare you? And that's what's going on. And you know what I really love in this reading also is the World card with Judgment, and then the Devil and Strength, because that's 4 major arcanas. Whenever you guys get a major arcana in a tarot reading, it means there's divine intervention. Because the 4 is the Lugna, it's strength. 4 is stable and strong. It's security. It's Emperor vibes. Hello, random things. How are you? So we have the universe, God, source, spirit, creator, angels, higher self, your astrological charts, the planet transitions, your karmas. They're all working together to end the BS that somebody wants to spit at somebody else. And it's like, you're just talking crap. You're full of it. You're not even being honest. And the universe is like, yeah, we're going to have to pull the plug on this one. It's been enough time. Well, I'm glad you're doing great. That's awesome. Eat Me card readings today. Yes, after this video, I am going to offer you guys to ask me some questions. It's $15 a question. You get 1 card plus the bottom of the deck. And I'm all yours. So there's going to be a 15-minute video. I'm sorry. I meant to say a 15-minute window after this video to go ahead and ask me your questions. You can ask me more than one. If you want to have 2 or 3 questions, that's fine. If you'd like to have more cards to clarify your question, just pay additional 15s. And you can do that through Cash App. It's in the description below. Or you can go to my website and do a donation if that's easier. That's international and everything. So anyways, back to this reading. I love the strength that someone just had. This Leo energy, I feel like it's a Leo moon or a Leo rising. That's what I feel. If somebody here has a Capricorn, I feel like that would be a moon or a rising also. But I mean, heck, it could be a sun. If you guys feel like you're really resonating and that's your sign, I would go with it. But that's what I'm feeling here in the connection. This other individual, though, that has chemistry, genuine love, going with the flow, very watery. Definitely getting the feeling of Scorpio or Pisces for this other individual. Now, I do think this could be an older couple. We do have kind of older here, but it doesn't have to be. But it feels like, to be honest, with the Judgment, somebody's known this person for many, many years. It could be decades, it could be a decade, or coming up on a decade. But I feel like this person's known them for a very substantial amount of time to actually get to know them personally, like know who and how they are. Judgment is cracking down on the karmic. And Saturn is heavily played and involved in this karmic connection. Saturn is in Aquarius, I believe. And we have a strong feeling that's about freedom. Breaking free from a structure, which could be marriage, living in together with somebody, being committed. We're breaking free from that structure. Judgment wants to bring up the past so we can make a different decision. It's a second chance. And it is the card of Judgment, as in you die, you go to heaven, your name's written in the book of life. You know, the angels are bringing up the dead. It's like the second coming card. But metaphorically, what that means is whatever was dead, finished, buried, literally went through death, is being brought back to life. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh yeah, we had a situation dead and buried, it was just over. I didn't think that that would ever come back. Well, the Judgment card says we're bringing it back. So, and that could be an argument that was dead and gone. That could be an ex-relationship that somebody thought was dead and gone. But whatever it is, it got dug back up and we're dealing with it. And that's all going to happen very, very quickly. We have a Sag here, most Def. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands, which is very, very, very fast. We're talking within a matter of weeks or sooner, this is going to get dealt with. And somebody's emotions and feelings have not been addressed. The Moon card in reverse, which is I haven't been paying attention or minding my feelings. Now it's overwhelming. I can't even deal with it anymore. It's a tsunami of emotions. I have no control. It's just pouring out of me at this point. A lot of tears about a lost family, perhaps a divorce, a breakup, a separation from a soulmate bond. And someone's just like, this is what I haven't dealt with, my broken family. And it could have been their own childhood, but this was very, very painful. And I do feel a Cancerian was involved. Got a lot of Capricorn here, a lot of Cancerian here, in the past, that's what it was. And so I do think there was that broken family connection. It's time to deal with karma and pay it forward. Karma said, hello. Hi, I'm here. We're going to deal with another connection that was supposedly dead and gone. We're going to resurrect a relationship. And we're going to end things over here with the devil. But the next one is looking pretty promising. Forever love, 10 of Pentacles. I like it. Let's get some more info. Let me get a drink, though. Is this resonating with you guys? Let's see what Strength wants to say. Okay, person who is holding on to the Strength card. Your energy, let it speak. What does the Strength want to say? It resonates? That's good. Thank you, guys. So we have your voice is so sexy. I want to hear you. Tell me what you want me to do next. Now that's very sweet. But let's look deeper and read between the lines. I want you to tell me what to do next. That's between the lines. I know it says your voice is sexy and I want to hear you tell me, and it's very sexual innuendo. But let's read deeper. The Strength card wants to be told, what should I do now? So this person is like, I like to be kind of told what to do. In other words, I don't know what to do. I need direction. I need guidance. So the Strength card is like, I'm doing the work, but I need help. Bottom of the deck, I catch myself imagining our lives live together and how it would all work out. I know you would treat me like a king. So this person is really excited about the potential of being with their twin flame or soulmate, their person that genuinely loves them, their person that has strong chemistry. So they need guidance. They're like, I'm doing the work, but then what? So there's a little bit of fear behind some of that. What else do they want to say to this person? I'm doing the healing. All right, so the Strength person, Leo person here doing the healing, doing the work, or someone's doing the work for a Leo. But the answer is yes, and that looks like fire to me. So this would definitely come in with that fire sign energy. I want a family. I want a family with my genuine love chemistry person. Okay? Absolutely. I recognize who my partner is. All right, so we've got recognition. All right. So this Leo's like, I have a lot to say. I want to kind of get some advice. I am doing the work. But now what?
I think me and Daddy are going to play Fortnite.
Okay, don't yell and leave your volume halfway.
Okay.
Or you know of that.
I know.
Okay. All right. Spirit, what do you want to tell us about the devil? Devil's getting left behind, by the way. But Spirit, tell me about the devil. Show me what these broken promises were. Spirit, what were these broken promises? We have the grass isn't greener on the other side. Fire sign. So they could have been with the fire sign, but the devil is like, keeping secrets. The devil was a secret relationship. They didn't tell everybody about the devil. They got caught up in it and they were promised so many things that they were just kind of waiting for the devil to pay off. And it just didn't. And I think this person wrecked a family to go after the devil. That's what I think. And they went after the devil because the devil was sexy, the devil was attractive. They got caught up in that sexual energy, and it just got them sucked in. And I feel like it destroyed their family connection. They may or may not have had children, but we do have family coming in about 3 times today. So I do feel this person has remorse and regret, is doing the healing work now, but easily fell into that devil. And, you know, the 10 of Swords is like, I know I've betrayed you. I know I've turned my back on you. I know I've probably put you through the worst pain you could possibly have gone through. And I just want you to know in some sense with the talk. I want to talk to you when the timing is right, that I am done. The World card, 10 of Swords. I am definitely done with the devil and my devilish ways. It could just be devilish karmic ways. This person may or may not have been in a commitment with that devil. Okay? So we'll leave that up to discretion here on where you think you're at with that message. But this person got pulled away from their divine partner, genuine love and chemistry. And it was all because that devil sounded like it was a deal too good to be true. And now what did they lose? What did they lose for it? They lost a lot. The World card, 10 of Pentacles, you don't want to make a bad deal with the devil. And so, yeah, this person's like, I see what I've done. I have regrets, remorse, guilt, for sure. I ruined a family over this. And the problem is I thought, you know, I thought that the devil was going to pay off. I thought that was going to be worth it. And it's like, now, boy, did I think wrong. Can we talk? And that's what this person really wants to say. Can we talk about this? I would really like to meet up with you and have a talk, because I'm done with my childish, devilish ways. And I'm really wanting to be serious about you. And, you know, if we can talk, I'm not going to rush it, but can we go with the flow and see if we can work this out, be back together? You know, that would be a dream come true. So this person is kind of groveling back, to be honest. Let's get some more tarot on what that situation's going to look like. Spirit, what is this going to look like? Going with the flow, going back to the Ten of Pentacles. What do you see? This person's like, I'm healing. I'm not the same person anymore. I'm different. Trust me. But can you? Can you trust this person? Eight of Pentacles. They really want to work on this with you. Work, paid work, Eight of Pentacles. It's focus, it's determination. Look at that earth energy. They want to take you seriously. Oh, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, bottom of the deck. Oops. Oh, well, it's like, hey, wait a minute. I want to throw one more at you. Wow, the Ten of Cups. Honey, can you trust this person? Yes. Page of Pentacles, you're going to get a solid apology. They definitely want to give you the gold now. They got caught up in a mess, honey, but they're ready to redeem themselves. They're ready to be a student of the universe. Heal, work, grow, clean their act up. Look at that Hanged Man. I'm seeing the error of my ways. I'm getting a different perspective. Queen of Cups, I love you. Soft, gentle, motherly, but they're just in love. They're like, I'm praying to God you're going to forgive me. Very trustworthy. Look at this, 10, 10, 10, 10, 4 tens. Today, the number of the day, I feel like it's Sesame Street. The number of the day is 10. But it's also 4 because we have solid 4s. We have 4 major arcanas and 4 tens. So the number of the day is 44 and the number 10. And that's what you have with Sesame Street. It's awesome. Those may be powerful numbers in your life. If it means something to you. I think this is a dream come true. The page is all about communication and making an offer. The Wheel of Fortune is such a beautiful energy of change. I know this seems like almost too good to be true, but you can count on this investment of this relationship paying off. If you invest in this relationship and you watch them work, the quality of their work on themselves will speak for themselves. They're going to be doing all they can to build a healthier relationship moving forward, and they're going to be much more diligent. They're going to make much more progress. They have a better purpose in life. And it's very encouraging, and it's a promise of you're going to be able to reap these rewards because they're focusing their energy on the relationship, but also self-love, self-care, and, you know, personal gratification with what a good person they want to be. They want you to feel confident in them as well. You know, I really believe once this karmic disaster is over, you guys are going to have the world, which is, it's finished. You've completed the karmic cycle. But then the reward is financial security, a good, strong family. It's a very positive card. There's no harm in wanting more. It's about a long-term relationship full of stability. And it's about being dependable. It's a long-term investment and it will pay off. That Page of Pentacles is good news. Now is the time to commit to building, creating the 8, the major arcana strength. It's hard work, but we're going to build and create change and a happy, positive, stable family. Very good omen. Finally, you get some peace. You guys get to move on. So much drama you guys had to deal with. When you draw the 10 of Cups, happiness, good things, a party or celebration, a wedding, a marriage, a family. But when you get this card, know that there's positive, promising energy flowing. Make the most of it. This is a harmonious connection, soulmate, twin flame vibes. Be grateful for this card. It's a feeling that everything should be just as it was planned spiritually. The 10 is a completion of a cycle, and we have the world. So things are about to level out. This is a time of happiness, and it's finally within your reach. You can be glad. You can have peace. You can rest easy. With the World card, it really tells you that the world is ending and beginning always. There's always change. But in relationships, this card really means going to the next level, going to the next phase. You know, if you're married, it's perfecting that marriage. If you're single, it's going into commitment. With hard work that pays off, it's about, you know, if it was just a reward. But even if it's about money and career, it's about maybe getting recognized, reaching a career goal, getting promoted, going to the next level with work, you know? And it's about keeping focused onto the next phase of your life. And so we're strong enough to face the devil, end that devil karmic connection, complete that karmic cycle and lesson, and move on into stability, security, and maturity with someone that is real, genuine, someone that you have real good chemistry with, that you could talk to about your dreams, going with the flow. Sorry, I didn't know what that card was down there, and I was like, what is that? Going with the flow. So just trusting spirit. You know, that Wheel of Fortune is pretty much the same as the World card. It's very successful. And you know what? It's a lot of people believe it's fortune. So there could be a very good money auspicious reading here. You guys are not only going to step into a committed, secure relationship, but also financially speaking. You guys are going to have some elevation of money. Look at that, completion of a phase and an overseas trip. You guys may even be traveling. Just as a side note, a little side piece to the reading is money gains and travel. So that's just a bonus. But when the Wheel of Fortune comes into your reading, it always brings forth a change. We always have highs and lows in life, so we need this card to just get through the lows. Nothing is certain in life, but when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, you can be certain that whatever was is about to change, even just with the number 10 period in your reading the way it is. When the Wheel of Fortune shows up in your reading, it often signifies fortune for the person who's getting the reading. So consider yourself the person getting the reading. So this is good fortune for you. And things are going to happen in your favor. So if you're watching me, this is your favor. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. That's the change in the good fortune in your favor. There's new opportunities coming forth. If you've been in a slump, remember the wheel keeps turning, and this is the good luck that's about to happen. I feel like this is what you've been waiting for. Maybe not, you were literally sitting around and waiting, but I think this message is the message you were needing to hear, that there's finally gold at the end of the rainbow. I do feel something big is going to happen in March. This looks very much like springtime to me. Rain, green grass, the rainbows, St. Patty's Day energy, right? It's like get ready for rebirth and renewal, refreshing. So this spring, expect a divine relationship to come into union. And please, by all means, expect the good news that this person is going to end it with a karmic connection. It's over. What does this person want to say to you as we move on to closing this reading here very soon? If you want to ask me some personal questions, it's in Cash App or my website, and I'm about to start answering some questions in about 10 minutes. So I'll give you guys 15 minutes from right now to go ahead and order. This is my lightning round. I do this a lot, and it's just, it gives you guys, whoever's live with me, 15 minutes to put in for a reading. If by chance you're watching this at a later time after the live has streamed, and say you're across the world, you're on the other side of the globe, and you just can't catch me live, or you work, and you just can't catch me live, please submit your question via Cash App or my website, and I will still do your reading in the next video with a timestamp. So just know that your name will be time-stamped. So even if you can't see me live, if it's a time issue, I will take care of you, okay? Because I definitely don't want you to miss out just because of your location. So what does this person want to tell you? Honey, I'm going through a spiritual transformation. That's big. Transformation is death. And there's an ego death because the devil is ego. I'm going through a ego death. I'm going through a rebirth of my spiritual self, meaning I'm awakening and I'm learning. I feel like this person might be learning a little bit about astrology or karma. But they're in the learning phase. They're just beginning. They just got their foot wet, and your partner is on the path of discovery. They're kind of surprised at everything they're learning. So that's a message from them. Bottom of the deck here, I'm working on balancing my energy, which is temperance. So we have death and temperance. I'm dying to my old self, judgment, and I am going to be a better person going forward. I feel heartache for you. I miss you, Three Swords. I wish we could be together right now, but I understand. Eight of Pentacles, I'm going to have to grow up. I'm going to have to work on this. I'm going to have to show you that I'm serious and that I do want this connection. But I want you to know, starting now, I'm doing it. I want you guys to know, if you're watching this, the year 2024 is the big year for whoever this reading resonates for. This is the big year that things are going to come together. You might get married or move in with somebody. This is the year. Especially if you've been dealing with somebody for 8 to 10 years. Like, that is strong. Like, if it's been like that, I feel like this is the year things are going to pay off. Where is this person heading? What is their next phase or their next cycle? Awareness. The Magician. They're finally waking up. the beginning of their enlightenment. You guys may have already been enlightened for many years if you're watching me. You've been on the path for a long time. Hello, Temperance. But this is their story, and they're just getting started. It may have taken them all this time, but nonetheless, they're showing up, they're doing the work, and they're on the path. So let's not disregard that. Let's not beat them up over coming in years later. Okay? Let's give them some credit where it's due. They've arrived. They went through a spiritual death. They're becoming who they need to become on this path. They're getting aware, and they are stepping up and stepping forward. I love it. So let's read that. Thank you, Sun Val. I got your message. I'm so glad. Yay! Thank you, Sun. Your reading will be first unless somebody came in with messages before you and I didn't see it. Thank you so much. So this card is one of the many key reminders that this person actually possesses all they need, all the tools, all the knowledge that they need to be directed into the next step of their life. They are nervous. They definitely want to be guided, but this is something they need to do on their own with the Magician. And their love and willpower and their physical ability and motivation is all here. And it's pure courage. And we got that with the Strength. So just pure courage. This is a part of them they're tapping into. They're going to be amazed at the power they find within themselves. It's kind of scary. It is kind of scary for them, I feel. But they now have the ability to let the universe work with them and in them. They're going to start manifesting change, and they're going to manifest a union. This card represents their ability right now to create their own reality, and they're manifesting you. This card is often drawn when you're ready to switch directions, start a new project, change careers, change direction, make a new choice. Now is the time for positive thoughts, visualizations, affirmations. As this person veers away from the devil and negativity with that Ten of Swords. Knowledge is power, and it's going to lead them to success by having faith and keeping their head up and tapping into the universe and the tools that they have. They're very much going to use the magic of the universe to manifest this connection. They are going to accomplish what they set out to do. I love it. I don't know if you know, but if you're watching my video, you're being manifested. And you may have thought that was twisted or backwards, like you were the manifester and you were manifesting this person. But I want you to look at this from a different approach. You are actually the person. It's a shocker, but just, Hangman's like, hear me out. You're being manifested. This person is calling you into their life, not the other way around. And this may be, especially if you resonate with trying to pull away, but then you come back in. And you're like, wait a minute. I decided that I was going to leave this person alone and go do me, 44 minutes, 4 seconds, by the way, when I said that. And here you are getting kind of somehow sucked back into the connection. So just know that you're being manifested. That's what's happening. And I don't know what you're going to do about that. That's kind of crazy. Can you help that? I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy. But that's you. You're being manifested. Yeah, hear me out. Like, that's for real. Like, it's happening. So they want you. They're calling you in, and they're a magician. Now, this is a very masculine energy. So it could be that your masculine, male or female, but it's your masculine person, is calling you in. Maybe they don't even know that they're doing it because they're kind of new to this journey for their awareness. They're just beginning to be aware and use the tools of karma and use the tools of astrology and use the tools of mantras, visualizations, the law of assumption and attraction. They're just new. But you know what I've definitely found? The new people on this journey are the most powerful. It's like they have so much faith that they're super powerful. I know it's crazy, but versus other people that have been on the journey for such a long time, it's really cool to see people brand new be able to manifest. It's like their power is tenfold. So, just saying. Your person's manifesting you. So, I don't know what you could do about that. But if you're watching me now, you know. How does this person feel right now? What is this person's day looking like? I'll do your reading next because, like I said, I was open to whatever was going to come out in this video. I didn't know if it was twin flame soulmate. I didn't know if it was karmic. You know, I didn't know if it was a message from spirit. I didn't know. I was like, I'm just going to pull cards and see what comes out. What's coming out is a masculine is leaving a karmic situation and manifesting their true love. That's what came out in this video. So this is either your video or it's not. Okay, Capricorn, Leo was strong today, as well as Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So it's either your reading or it's not, but nonetheless, I'm going to be doing another reading after this video of just for you, a message to the viewer from spirit. So I'll be doing that reading today as well. But for now, let's see what this person is feeling, just in a nutshell, today. What is this person's general feelings? Show me this person's heart of hearts. Please, Spirit, show me this person. Show me this person's heart of hearts. Show me. Their heart of heart, bottom of the deck, she who aches. And I definitely felt that with, I feel heartache. So I know your person today feels kind of Three of Swords. Your person feels sadness, alone in solitude, silent, and the withdrawal. So very hermit mode, you know? So your person's just going to be quiet today. We also have she who regrets, El Clat, the battle, victory, and bitterness. To be honest, this person regrets the fight that they've been through and the fight that they caused you. This person, like I said earlier, left a family. And it may, for a lot of you, be a spiritual family. It could be the Twin Flame Collective family. It could be their soul family, which you're tied up in that, because it could be a soulmate or twin journey. And it could just be like that, metaphorical. They left their family to go down the karmic path. And that's the heartache. They may have just left one person that felt like family. It was important to them. And that in itself was like turning their back on family. Betraying you was like betraying family. And that could be what I'm sensing. And for others of you, and I feel like more of you perhaps, they were married or had a family with you, they lived with you and your children or their children, or they got to know you and your family very well. and they left that entire family connection to go chase karmic dreams, to go play with the devil in the devil's playground, to go get involved in a karmic contract and basically make a deal with the devil. They did that. They left this connection. So this is the my heart aches and I regret. So that is your person's current emotions today. That's what they're feeling majority-wise. Elclat says, this is a smoke-covered battlefield. It's secure. It's about choosing your battles. Could this person have been nicer, better, kinder? Could they have chosen this battle with less wounds? Some of the wounds that your person inflicted was not only to you, Ten of Swords, but to themselves. There will never be any lost love between Elclat and those she has crushed in the name of her hollow victory. The message of this card and about how your person feels today is that they are feeling they need to use better caution with their arguments. Your person has learned not to be so hasty, not to jump to conclusions and rush out of a situation or rush to a disagreement. We all have disagreements in our lives, but it's how we resolve those moments that defines our future. How often have we had angry words that we used as weapons before any attempt at a truce was even made? We say things we wish we wouldn't have said. We do things we wish we would have never done. But looking back is 2020. Your person is now considering their speech very carefully before they launch those arrows. And we did see the Eight of Wands. This person has a temper and definitely starts speaking and taking action before thought goes in. And that's been a lot of their karma. They jump the gun. They jump and they just jump so quickly. They don't give it enough time to just sit and marinate and think things well thought out before they do them. Your person is learning there are other ways to resolve confrontations, disagreements, or arguments. They've learned that before they send out a declaration of war, they need to look deeply and consider how they could regret that action. So your person is just flooded with regrets, my friends. I mean, seriously. Your person is flooded with heartache and regrets over their past actions. There's some kind of a big reflection that they've done that's like, God, this was terrible. And it could have been 8 years of madness, could be 10 years of madness. Whatever it is, they're looking back like, what a mess I've made out of my life and the lives of others, all because of rash, hasty decisions and declarations of war, basically. Your person today is now thinking, what is the best outcome for everybody? So they're thinking about making a decision today and what should they do? And how would it be the best decision? So they're trying to think a lot more thoroughly than they used to. Second, will they have any regrets if they make this decision? So they're thinking, I want to make this decision, but am I going to have regrets if I do? And third, who is going to suffer and be in pain if I don't make the right decisions? Which could be the children, could be themselves, could be their ex, could be you, could be family, whatever. But they're thinking, who's going to suffer if I don't make the right decision? I'm hearing that song My Heart Hurts by Dax. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but you might want to Google him on YouTube. I feel like that's kind of how your person feels today. Very hurt, very sad, and full of regrets. The She Who Aches card epitomizes suffering and silent despair. Sometimes felt when someone is separated from another person they love. In her heartache, Perpetua has chosen to withdraw to a very cold, quiet garden, hushed with snow. In her hands is a journal where she pours out her pain. Her faithful friend, the magpie, bears a gift, but she doesn't see it. She's too lost in her sadness. The gold ring in his beak goes unnoticed, as do the sheets of paper that she's cast aside. In the kindness of her friend, there is a chance at the ability to create something good out of something that went very wrong. She tries to cover her pain in layers of gorgeous fabric, trying to cover up the damage that's been done. But when she keeps herself from others, she remains in solitude and sadness. The message of this card is that overall, bottom line of your person's energy, he or she is suffering in their own grief. Pain is, of course, inevitable when looking back sadly at a mistake or regret, but it's about making sure that we don't stay there and that we can escape this and not be stuck, frozen in time, like we're frozen in tears in the cold. While it can be hard to rise from the place of embarrassment, regret, remorse, guilt, shame, even anger with self, writing is a very good thing. Even if it's a letter you write but never send. It's about your person freeing themselves from the past and who they were and what they did. Yes, there are times they feel the damage is too great. Too much time has gone by. Too much damage was done. They don't believe that it's fixable. But this card is saying that's their sadness doing all the talking. It's the regrets. And they've been frozen in these regrets, but they can move forward. There's still a chance here. This is very much reminiscent of the Five of Cups, both of these. Regrets, remorse, shame, and guilt. But that's how your person feels. Your person feels in the Five of Cups today. Your person is exploring throughout the day. What is the root of their unhappiness? Whose fault is it? And what can they do to fix it? And how have they began to get better? What changes have they made? You know, and that's what they're exploring today. That not all is lost. And again, they're I think, very determined. That Wheel of Fortune's coming in like, hey, let's get away from this energy. Let's go manifest happiness. Who wants to stay down in the dumps this long? Not me. And Judgment's all about it. Judgment's like, hey, let's make better choices this time. This is the card of second chances. Let's do that. We're going to have a second chance. Let's do it. Let's take action. All right, so this concludes this reading. Your person is absolutely going to take action. I know that with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Swords. So that's predicted. That's to come. They are getting out and ending a phase of their life that was karmic. And they're getting a second chance to be a better person and manifest you and fix this. Keep in mind, everyone does have free will. No one's going to force this connection down your throat. But you will have the opportunity, and it's just an opportunity, to repair this if you want. Because your person is definitely grown and better. It doesn't have to be a man in the masculine energy, okay? But I posted something as a short on my channel recently, and I don't know if you guys saw my new shorts. But it has Steve Harvey, and I'm not saying I'm 100% fan of Steve Harvey, but he's got some good things to say. A lot of the time. Oh, hello, welcome from Trinidad. But he said, he got asked in the audience, once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm not saying this person cheated, but I'm talking about change. So I wanted to bring this up. And he said, you know what? That's not true. And I have to agree with him. It's not true. It's an old saying we like to say to make ourselves feel better about giving up on someone. You know, when we say something like that, it gives us power and ammunition and courage and strength to walk away from someone without feeling guilty about it. So a lot of people come up with that saying, once a cheater, always a cheater, I'm out of here, because it helps them to move on. And that's great for a lot of people. That's great to have that strength, say that saying and move on without looking back. But he corrected that and said, actually, that's not true. A lot of men change. A lot of men change for the right woman. A lot of men change when they want to change for themselves. Men can change when they want to come to God. They give their hearts to the Lord. A lot of men change when they get away from drugs or drinking. They've given up bad habits. A lot of men change when their heart is reborn. You know, we all believe in a second birth, being reborn. And yes, people do change. Take a look at yourself, for example. Are you the same person that you were 10 years ago? Are you as quick to anger? Are you as vulnerable or naive? What if they had a saying, once a fool, always a fool? That wouldn't apply, would it? Because people have the opportunity to learn and grow. Does it mean every person on the planet takes that opportunity and learns and grows? No. Just like same with people that are cheaters. Do they have the opportunity to stop doing that? Yes. Do all of them take that offer? No. But it can happen, and it's not fair as a collective to say, once this person is this way, they're always going to be this way. That's not true. That's a cop-out. It's an excuse. And it's something people have to say to turn the other cheek, to leave, you know, to just look away. Look away. It's not true, because the truth is every soul is evolving and growing. That's a fact. So I wouldn't turn my head from this person that quick. They're turning a new leaf. The World card and the Wheel of Fortune. They're aware and they're looking back. And they're, you know, hindsight is 2020. This person is doing the work. 8 of Pentacles. They don't need to be told what to do, although they think they need direction. Spirit is guiding them, and that's all they need. But anyways, yeah, this person feels like there's so much history that maybe was bad history between you guys that they're not sure completely that you're going to be there after everything. And I think that's why they pulled up the card, let's talk, you know, because they're finally doing the healing. Yes, they're recognizing who you are and what your connection is all about, you know, and that's worth talking about. So when they say they want to talk, they mean it. They do want to talk. You know, they're hurting. They're working very hard at being a better person and balancing their energy. They're going through a spiritual transformation. This is great. This is a tower. This is a death. They're realizing the grass isn't greener with the devil. What a fool they were. You know, this is what they want. This right here is what they want. And they deeply want it with you. They catch themselves imagining your guys' lives together. Could be a fantasy, could be dreams, could be a 10-second thought, but they think about it. So they feel that you guys have great chemistry. It's worth fighting for. It's a genuine relationship. It's not fake. You were real from the get-go. You wore your heart on your sleeve. They weren't ready then, but I think they're ready now. And they just want to have a talk with you. They just want to see where it goes. They don't want to have these big plans right out of the gate. They just want to see if you're open to talking again, to seeing them again, to giving them a chance to show you they've changed. They've really changed. They just want a chance. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. They just want a chance at forever love. Who doesn't? They've turned a new leaf. Look at that. They've definitely turned a new leaf. They just want you to see it. They're hoping that you'll be around to see it. Remember, this wasn't easy. The universe didn't wreck their relationship for them with the devil. They had to change on the inside to make the timing right. They had to complete that karmic contract, learn what they came to learn, achieve it, and move out of that energy. It was them. The universe just supported the timing, but they did the work. They didn't realize with the magician that the power was within them the whole time. All right, well, that concludes this reading. If you have your questions, please post them. Markers, I know you wrote some down. And then I'll end this video and then we'll get into the message from Spirit to you guys. Thank you for watching me. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you guys just keep swimming. Just gotta find my pen. Oh, poop. All right, markers. So I'm gonna do Jesus. You wanted the Black Cat Tarot. And you wanted to see what to do And I didn't realize you wanted black cat till I went back to read it. And I was like, oh, he requested black cat. So I'm going to do this for you. And then we'll get into Sunval. And anybody else that has questions. I think the time to submit your question through Cash App or the website's over, or you might have like 5 minutes. Something like that. Spirit, please guide and direct me for Jesus. I'm going to give you extra cards because you used to donate to me all the time, and I will always look back and appreciate that so much. Bottom of the deck, Jesus, is the Nine of Pentacles. Financial success, self-worth, prosperity, abundance, strength and independence. Overall, underall, you carry a very strong energy of positivity. I want you to consider the left and the right. This is your fork in the road. This is the crossroads. If you go left, what's going to happen? And if you go right. But I want you to be able to pick that for yourself. And then you'll see. So title one choice right and title your other choice left. Just to kind of give you the proper guidance you need through the cards. So right now, Jesus, you are on the Chariot. And you're ready to go, you're ready to move, you're ready to make moves. You're successful, you've succeeded so much in life already. You're victorious over your thoughts, your emotions. You've come a long way. And now, here you are, figuring out what to do next on this crossroad. You're going to go full steam either way. You're going to do it to the best of your ability. You're going to give it all you got, whichever place you go, whatever you choose to do here. But the Chariot means we don't have it all figured out. We've succeeded a lot, but we don't have everything. And sometimes our heart wants to go in two different directions. And I think that's the tug of war you're in. Part of you wants this, part of you wants that. Well, I hope you've titled your choices. Let's look at the left choice. We have the Lover's card. And the Empress. Okay. So this is wife, mother of children. Okay, this is wife and mother of children. This is a divine soulmate or divine feminine energy. And she moves into commitment, into a relationship. And I think the left, mother's supports. There's a motherly support over there. This person is kind of overseeing the connection and nodding and saying yes. It could also be somebody in the clouds, somebody in heaven that is looking down in agreement and pleased and happy. Strong Cancerian vibes. If you take the left path, you're going to be in a partnership that's going to grow and bring you great wealth, prosperity, and abundance. You're going to be in a position of power if you go left. You're going to feel supported and complete, and you're going to feel successful, and you're going to feel loved and inspired, and you're only going to grow more if you go left. There could be somebody that has children already. If you're going to go off into a relationship, this person may already have children, or you could have children with this person in the future. But if you go left, it's a prosperous choice. I think that's a strong yes. The left is highly supported and highly favored. Let's look if you go right. We have the Five of Wands and the King of Cups. It's a much more difficult path. And you're going to meet challenges. You're still going to have victory, but you're going to have victory kind of by yourself. It's going to make you happy and nobody else happy. You're going to feel more certain about yourself, and you're going to feel more in control. If you go right, you're going to feel like you followed your heart. There's still room for growth over there as well. But right definitely seems like the more difficult choice. And harder for friends and family to accept. But ultimately, you're going to feel in tune with yourself, at one with your heart and spirit. And you kind of feel like you're going to be growing more spiritually and learning to trust your intuition a heck of a lot more. You'll have money, just not as much money as you would if you chose left. You'll have love, but it won't be as harmonious as if you chose the left. You're going to feel a little bit like you're in a cage if you go to the right, that you're not free to do everything you want to do, that you're going to get very tied up. But at the same time, you feel it's necessary, and it's going to create strength, resilience, and it will. You're going to become very wise if you choose the right path. It helps you grow as a person. And it's going to season your life a heck of a lot more. But there's competition on the right. There's a fight. There's competition. It's a challenge. And you just have to make sure that you're up for the challenge if you're going to go ahead and do that. You could be dealing with a Leo over there. There's a lot of arguments on the right. I think if you end up with someone, they're going to argue more. Strong Scorpio, Leo vibes over here. So whatever you choose this way is going to be more trouble, but you're going to be more seasoned as a person. You're going to grow a lot there. But I think over here, there's a lot more prosperity and abundance, peace and harmony. Well, this is stress, I can't talk. But also self-worth and self-growth and control over your emotions. You're going to be kind of trained to be a much more resilient person over here. Either way, you can go either way here with the Chariot. I feel like it's a victory If you go right, it's a victory. If you go left, both of them are not a losing situation. Bottom of the deck, it's about you and what makes you happy. Whatever you want to do and whatever you feel is good for you, Jesus. Follow and trust your inner instincts on that. And that is your reading. Thank you, Jesus. And sorry I didn't use the Black Cat Tarot before. All right. We have Sun Val. And Sun, you chose a reading for your sister and for yourself. So 2 each plus the bottom of the decks. Nisha Smart, hi. I'm so glad you're watching. Does anyone know how to know who your twin flame is? I have a lot of really good videos on twin flame where I talk about that, specifically, Nick. So please go to my channel and look at twin flame playlist, and you're going to be able to see a lot of videos. Go where you're called to go, and I discuss a lot of that in there. I think the last few readings, maybe 2 to 3 readings of the twin flames, really I do go into depth about knowing if it's your twin flame or not. So one of the last 2 videos I would suggest, if you go to that playlist of twin flames, to kind of help you get that answer about that. And Marcus, do you have Sun Vals? Okay, so Vivien, her sister, okay. What will happen between Marco and her? We just met. Okay. Spirit, please guide and direct me for Vivien. What will happen with Vivien and Marco? Well, I'm just going to take all the cards, even though it's a little bit of a bonus. That's okay. That's all right. We're gonna take what fell out. Trust the universe on that one. I know you only paid for 2 plus the bottom, but we got to get what's out there. We got to listen to spirit. Here's what I feel, Vivien. You have somebody here in the past, earth sign energy, that doesn't want to let go of this. And that creates friction and problems with the new person you met, which they could create so many problems that they cause the new situation to end. However, I do see this new person being very stable and having a lot to offer, which is positive. And that kind of creates this vibe of competition. I feel it's with an X that realizes They're losing you possibly to someone better, and they're going to want to come in and kind of fight for what's theirs, fight for their territory. They want to rebuild the romance. They feel threatened. They feel like this new relationship that you could be getting into could lead to marriage, which I think it could. I think you and Marco could definitely, this could go far. This could go into some level of high commitment here. Don't think that it's going to be really easy and someone's going to go down without a fight. I feel like it's what you desire and what you want, Five of Wands. If you want more than anything to let go of your past and have something new, that it's going to be very prosperous. It's going to be a strong connection. And the old is going to go down. They're going to fight going down, but they're going to go down. And they're going to lose. And you're going to finally be done and over with this ex. But I do think that that ex was a powerful soulmate in your life and will always be in your heart, will always be a part of you. But again, they don't want to let go so easy. Their energy is still going to be tied into your energy because they don't completely want to release. But the new person, Marco, kind of steps in and shows stability and shows potential. This new person, Marco, may have a really nice family or may have his stuff all together, like maybe looking like a shiny new penny, you know? And it's like, wow, this feels kind of good. This feels refreshing. But no family's perfect. And even that family that seems perfect on the outside, there's going to be problems on the inside, as with any family. I still think you're going to be energetically back and forth and somewhat tied to your other person. And that's just the truth. Strength, it's going to be hard to let go of something you loved for so long. So that's going to be difficult. But you definitely have potential with Marco. And I hope that you make the right choice, fight for what you really want, let those towers come down and end karmic cycles and BS that don't need to be lingering around your life anymore. Go for gold. Go for the 10 of Pentacles. Go for stability. Go for contentment, peace, prosperity, more financial security. Go for that. I think you're going to have more stability with Marco than you would your other person, even though there's a lot of passion there. I feel there's a lot of problems. So there you go. That's what I pulled out for you. Markers, do you have Sun Val's question? And hello, Christopher Jackson. Good to see you in here. So Sun Val, 2 cards, current energy between Mael and I. Okay. Spirit, please show me Sun Val and Mael. Current energy. And don't forget, Sun, we're at the beginning of March. And since you are subscribed to my $33 a month membership, you get 1 free $15 question this month on my lives. You can use that to get a bonus card now, or you can use that at another time. But I just wanted to let you know you do have that free bonus. And if you were to upgrade to be the ultimate subscriber, you would get 3 public bonus $15 questions every month. Just so you guys know, it's $15 a card plus the bottom of the deck. So if you guys were ever interested, I'll be doing another reading today and doing more. Just let me know. Okay. Well, I feel like you want to walk away still. Mael doesn't really want that. You feel like nothing's going to change. You're just like, Steph, I'm glad that we're having this reconciliation. I mean, it feels good, but I'm still weighed down with the same problems. What's changed? I'm working very hard. I've been working very hard. And where's the change? I think you're just constantly asking that. Overall, underall, you feel like you're darn near ready to just pack up and leave the situation. But you know fate has brought you guys together. You know that there's something that's unfinished business. And the past has come back for you. So you're like, I know that I was ready to move on, and that could be the energy that I'm in, but you're being manifested. He's learning he loves you and he wants you. And he wants to be reconciled with you. He's missed you. He misses you still. But for whatever situation, he's not in the current position to make a bunch of changes, is he? And that's what's frustrating you. So there's going to be some talks coming up. Hi, Karima. We're not doing the collective anymore. I'm answering questions. So you're welcome to post a question, Karima, if you want. But son, there's going to be a talk, a discussion coming up very soon, within a matter of a couple weeks here, where you're going to have to bring it up again to this person and say, hey, I really want to make a decision about us. Where do you see yourself with me, in the next year? And this person's going to have to give you that answer. I don't have a future card. I would love to pull more cards and see what the future holds. But for right now, that is the current energy. And the current energy says you're getting ready to propose kind of a crossroads. This is going to get brought up within a matter of weeks, as I've said, very soon. And it may be an ultimatum. It may be if you can't get whatever together, by this date, I can't wait anymore. I need to know where this is headed. I need to know where we're going. Now, I think he already feels the pressure. He's happy that you guys reconciled. It was fate. It was divine destiny to bring you guys together again. But he absolutely feels the weight and the pressure that he's got a big decision to make, because you're not going to repeat the past. And he knows it and he feels it. I get the feeling intuitively that he's going to choose to leave behind his current situations to come towards you. I do get that feeling. I feel like ultimately that's what he wants. And he knows the price and the cost, but that's what he wants. And he's going to have to make that decision or he's going to lose you. So I definitely feel like he feels that's the right thing to do. And it doesn't matter what kind of pressure he's going to be under with that. He knows the right thing with judgment is to make the best decision from his heart that he can make about his truth and who he really is. And he knows that, you know, it's pressure, that the clock is ticking. You're not going to wait very long. There's something about possibly a 6-month ultimatum, but that is the current energy. And I just want to say, son, he loves you. He's very happy that you guys have reconciled, and he regrets hurting you the times he did in the past. He wants to make things right, and there is a lot of love in his heart for you. So I do feel he's going to choose you in the end. That's what I'm feeling, girl. Thank you so much for ordering that, son. Karima, hi, you just donated. Yay, 7 cards. All right, 105. All right, so I'm going to use several decks. I can't use 7 decks, but I'm going to use several. So let's get in. Do as many little tarots as we can get. And what is your question, love? Oh, you want to know, girl. I'm so glad to see you, Karima. I feel like it's been a few days since we've seen each other, and thank you so much for coming in. Steph, will I do the 100 Club? Yes, I'm going to do the 100 Club today. I'm going to do the message from Spirit after this video, and then later on tonight, I'll be doing the 100 Clubbers. If you guys want to be a part of the 100 Club, please consider subscribing to my Ultimate membership, and that's on my website. And it includes 10 questions for the whole year. It's more than half off per question. And I also, with that membership, include a lot of other freebies. A large reading on the 4th week of the month, a $22 Celtic Cross reading in the middle of the month, and an 11/11 Oracle on the 11th of every month. Plus, you get half off of emergency readings, and you get 3 free questions live, like these 15 questions. You get 3 of them. And when I do private lives for exclusive members, you get to ask up to 3 questions every time I go live for free for the private members. So a lot of free benefits for being an Ultimate subscriber. Plus, you get 20% off of everything on my shops. So please consider being an Ultimate subscriber. I do offer the 100 Club membership by itself, and that's why I call it the 100 Club. So it's just $100 on my website, and you basically prepay 10 questions for when I do 100 Club readings, and you get to ask 1 to 2 questions at a time. And you get a total of 10 over any period of time. Could be a year, could be 3 years if you want to drag it out longer. But I keep a tally and a roster of how many questions you've asked, and I just check mark, you know, like I just check mark how many you've had, and I let you know when you're on your last one or your last 2, etc. Doja Cell, I do think you're on your last one, honey. So Doja, this will be the last 100 Club. You can renew your membership, so just pay $100 again, and then you could renew it. All right. Karima, we haven't talked in 2 days. Last time I kept insisting he answer my question from the other day about if he's wanting to move in together in the future, and he kept dodging it. Oh my goodness. And he still didn't answer you? Ooh, he is a little butthead right now. Let's see what's in his energy. All right. Has Soheil been thinking of me today? What are his thoughts, and how's his feelings towards you? And what would he like to say to me from his heart that he's too proud to say or doesn't want to verbalize? Okay. Spirit, guide and direct me for Soheil. Show me, please, right now in the cards, your magic, your power. Show me what Soheil's thoughts are in regards to Karima. I got this instant image of him with like a metal knight in shining armor like helmet. So he's definitely shielding himself. He answered other stuff but kept pretending he didn't know what I was asking. Yeah, he's trying to beat around the bush, isn't he? And now he hasn't reached out in 2 days. Okay, let's see what he's thinking. What is he thinking, Spirit? Answer truthfully in these cards. What are Soheil's thoughts in regards to Karima? Halloween is a time that he's thinking around October. He feels something's going to come up in October. I don't know if that's a prominent month for you or not. But October seems to be kind of on his mind and somewhat important to him. Maybe that's what he's planning. Spirit, show me Soheil. What is Soheil thinking? What is Soheil thinking? Show me, please, what is Soheil thinking in regards to Karima? Show me your power and magic through these cards. What is Soheil thinking? Show me what Soheil's thinking. Soheil. And all of a sudden, as I closed my eyes and I was just feeling that energy, I saw a scene from the movie Pretty Woman. And it's the scene that came to my mind when he was pouring champagne in a cup for her in his hotel room when they first met. And then he was offering her strawberries with it. And she was like, oh, okay. And he was just pouring it. That visual came to me. Now, it's important because he was pouring into a cup. So with this deck, I feel like he is definitely offering you a cup of love. He's pouring his energy and his love into a cup, and he's offering it to you. Let's get this. Spirit, guide and direct me for Soheil. What are his thoughts and what is he thinking of Karima at this time? Bottom of the deck, we have You Are My Queen. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's gotten that with you before. And since you did over 100, I'm going to give you a bonus card as well. Oh, he says, you are my queen in your text? Oh, that's awesome that comes through for him. That is amazing. He definitely feels that way. Oop, you're always going to be his queen of wands. Okay. Well, we got 2. They fell on the floor, so we're going to take those as bonuses as well. Thank you, Karima, for always purchasing questions with me. I greatly appreciate it. And that is why I'm definitely going to give you more than 1 bonus, okay? So let's get in. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus bottoms of the decks. Okay. Just so you know, whenever you guys pay over 100, I do throw in some bonuses whenever they need to come through. Plus the bottoms of the decks. So for every question, guys, it's $15. You get 1 card, bottom of the deck. If you spend over 100, I will throw out some bonuses. All right, so let's get in. Bottom of the deck over here, DM Confessions. Karima, you are triggering my spiritual awakening. And I think that's you putting the pressure on him. Are you going to move in with me? What's going on? It's triggering for him, but it's also awakening him to know we can't continue like this. And this is a divine connection because you must trigger your person. You must challenge them. You must tell them, in a sense, I love you, but we need growth. We need to move this along here. Where are we headed? Where are we going? Bottom of the deck with this tarot. Overall, underall, what is he thinking with you today? 4 cups. Being offered something he may not want. So he's thinking that he's stressing you out. He's pushing you away. He's rejecting you. He's causing issues in your relationship, of course. You don't want to feel this way. You don't want to feel rejected. You don't want to feel confused about this connection. And whatever he's offering you, it's not good enough. And he knows that the cup that he's offering you, you don't want. You don't want to play games. You don't want to be on the side. You don't want to be waiting. He knows that whatever he's offering you, not good enough. He needs to step up his game. Now, there are some money situations that are causing him to not be able to do that, where there's kind of I can't situation, or I'm stressed, or I'm worried, or I'm panicked that I can't. He definitely doesn't like the pressure. The next bottom of the deck is the Fool card. All right, taking a leap of faith, being foolish, of course, not knowing what to do and where you're going. You're just trusting your intuition. But this is more so the birth and the beginning, the spark of life. We don't know what's going to happen. It's just the beginning. So he definitely feels like this is the beginning of triggering with you. Like this is just the beginning of seeing the new Karima that is a queen, that is powerful, confident, maybe even demanding. The new Karima that has stepped into self-worth and self-respect and boundaries and standards. So he's a little bit nervous for sure in his thoughts about who is this new Karima I'm dealing with. Bottom of the deck, bottled up emotions. So you know it, you've been sensing it. You're like, he's not sharing with me. He's not talking to me. Why is he bottling everything up? I want to know. I want to know what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Communicate. You know, Gemini energy, talk to me. Talk to me. Stop leaving me in the dark. It's a storm of emotions in his heart. And even though he's not having this conversation with you, believe me, it's all building up because he has a lot more going on under the surface than he wants you to know. Let's go ahead and see some of his thoughts here. Strength card, holding back, inner strength, confrontation with you and him, right? This was a confrontation, but it's more you directing, hey, what's going on? You're being strong, Karima. And again, it's those standards and boundaries. And you're being critical, because this is important to you. And you're really trying to get control of the situation because it feels like it's spinning out of control. So he's thinking Karima's getting control. She's trying to get control of me and the situation because it's out of hand. And he's right, because it is out of hand. Next, we have I'm speaking my truth, which is you. He's thinking, Karima, you're not wrong. He's thinking in his mind, Karima's not wrong. She's right for speaking her truth. It took her strength and courage to bring that up to me and confront me with that very difficult question. It wasn't easy for her. And I know it's not easy for me to give her an answer, but I know she's trying to do the right thing. And he respects you for that. Nights are the worst for him, Karima. And I looked up, I saw 111 minutes and 11 seconds when I got this card. So nights are the worst for him. It's as if all his emotions and feelings are cranked up at an all-time high. His feelings are highly amplified. So the night is just, when he goes to bed, when he lays his head down, the thoughts, the worries, the feelings, extremely heavy at night. And he feels he has no control because you're being good. You're being righteous. You're being honest. You're doing what needs to be done. Now he needs to do it. And so he feels triggered by it, but that's just the facts. Let's see what else is going on. He wants to talk to you, but he feels like it's not time yet. 8 of Wands. It's about shooting those arrows, right? Communicating. This is a relay race. I say something, you say something back. You know, so he's like, I want to communicate with her, but if I say something, it's going to spark off that conversation and it's going to be a back and forth. And he's honestly trying to avoid an argument. And I think that's why he's not, it's been 2 days. He doesn't want to fight with you. And next, we are working together in the astral. So even though it's been 2 days, it's about being together in dreams. It's about being telepathic with one another. You feeling his energy and communicating with him spiritually. And you guys working on that spiritual connection of union, even though you're not physically together. So he's like, we may not be physically together, but I'm with you in spirit. And I know you're with me in spirit. And we're working on strengthening our spiritual bond in the distance. Next, we have, I've screamed and had fits of rage over our connection, Karima. It drives him crazy. You drive him crazy, but in so many good ways. One, you drive him crazy because he's extremely attracted to you. He's wildly attracted to you and he can't control himself. So that drives him crazy. Second, your mouth. I feel like he's saying her mouth drives me crazy. You know, she's got this Gemini kind of mouth where you just go off, you say what's on your mind, you're blunt, you're open, you're very communicative, and it stresses him the heck out. And he's just like, you have no idea how stressed out I am with this connection, but also how much I want it. Oh, you are Gemini. Oh, that's great. Well, he definitely feels your Gemini energy because I'm Gemini, Sun, and Vedic as well. So I totally relate with that. So he's just like, and believe me, a lot of people cannot handle our Gemini vibe. Like, it's a lot, you know? So he's like, oh my God, I have to scream because, God, she's driving me insane. But I love her so much and I want her so much. So he's just like, you have no idea. Because there are times where he's definitely wanted to quit this connection. I'm going to keep it real, 4 cups. He's like, I have absolutely wanted to quit this connection. But this is my divine feminine. Look, the Empress. His mature, sexy, beautiful feminine Empress. Delays will prove necessary. There has been delays with the two of you, but such is life. And so he knows I want her. But with her comes a lot of change. And that's just really heavy. And he's being a fool, to be honest. A huge fool. Okay? So let's see what else is going on. Are you ready? 7 of Wands, resistance. Resistance, and in this case, that's very much like avoidance. The World. He's resisting a change, a completion. Who doesn't? He's like, I don't want change. I like things the way they were. Can't we go back to the way things were? No. And the universe is like, no, we cannot. Hi.
Hi. Yes.
Next. Aw, Karima, you're so amazing. It's intimidating. And you are, because you're an empress. Of course you're intimidating. Of course he wishes he could go back to when you were easily controlled, when he had the upper hand on you. But he can't do that anymore. You're the queen. You're the one that has the control now, and he knows it. Next, I'm feeling hopeful. Aww. He's not wanting this to end. He's hoping that things are going to get better between you guys. All right? He's just hoping when is sooner than later, you know? So he's doing the work. He is definitely resisting dealing with these emotions. Oh, look, we have 2 8 of Wands, I think. Yep. So we got 8 of Wands over here. Oop, 10 of Swords fell. Death or an ending of a situation. So you guys are coming to the end of this blocking, this staying away, this lack of communication. 6 of Swords down there. Look at that, moving to calmer waters. But more importantly than anything is the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. And that is good news. Look, speedy news, a situation coming. Arrows of love. All right, so good news is on the way. It's coming in quickly. He is going to take action. He is going to communicate with you. Believe me, he's not ignoring you because he doesn't want to talk anymore. He's not avoiding you because he thinks it's about to end. He's avoiding you because the truth's going to come out sooner or later. Things have got to change. You're ringing the bell on it, and he knows that you're going to address it. You're not going to let this go. You're not. You want answers? Period. And you have some sense of control. So I do think that he's, and this is my psychic channeling coming in, I think he's intimidated about what you could say to the other people in his life. And he's like, if I upset Karima in any way, she has a whole lot of things that she could say on me, you know? You have control over speaking your truth. Because if you went off and you told people your truth, what a mess that would be. So he knows in some essence, you have the control. But it's not the only reason why he wants to do something. He loves you. And he knows that this pressure is correct. So he's just feeling immense 10 of Swords, which is just like, whoo, this has got to stop. I think he's just taking a breather. And I think he feels that you guys are going to be okay. He just needs to ante up, get repowered, rest, rejuvenate, get a new plan and direction. Okay? So think of this as a slingshot. You have to pull back on the slingshot against all this resistance. It's very firm, very difficult to pull back on a slingshot. Pull it back as far as you can. It's difficult. But then when you let go, it just goes flying. So I know right now there's a pullback, but it's only because things are going to excel to the next better level. Lower your voice. All right. Well, Karima, there you go, honey. There's your message. I hope you enjoyed that. And markers, thank you so much. You're welcome, Karima, honey. I'm going to come back on here in a minute, and we're just going to do a quick message from Spirit to you directly. So please tune in. Let's go see what Spirit wants to say to you about money, about love, about your career prospects, whatever's going on there, about your family. Let's go take a look at that. So please stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me. I'm about to go live again, and I'll see you over there. Okay? Thank you so much for watching me, guys. And remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. And don't forget, I have a new channel. I posted it on my shorts. It's just astrology and spiritual podcasting, spiritual science, you know, magic, manifestations, things of that nature. So please check me out over there. I have it in the shorts and in my community section. It has the link on that short, which is Jason Momoa. Okay, there's a link to my new astrology channel. Please follow me. The link's right there. So you can see what's going on with Vedic. I do horoscopes. We'll be doing chart analysis. We'll be talking about nakshatras, karmas, and we'll be talking about spirit science. I love it. So I'll see you guys in a minute. I love you so much. Thank you, markers. Bye, guys. Bye, Doja Cell. Bye, Peaches. All right, love you guys. I'll see you in a second.